Sup, y'all? It's morning right now. I just wanted to say that you should prioritize your work. What I mean by that, like, you should uh, do the work in the morning. You shouldn't really do anything in the night. There is no, I'd say, event, no day, and no, not even one bit, not even one instance that I can think of that the pulling an all nighter was worth it. There's no instance that I've seen that. Not sleeping in the night is never worth it. Never, never. I haven't seen one time. And mind you, I have fucked up sleep schedule, so I know how fucked up it is. I know how not sleeping works, how pulling all nighter works. So it really fucks up you. And I've been, let's say 3 days ago, I fucking worked like a fucking horse all day, every day. I don't even remember the last time I worked like that. Probably like 5 years ago or so. Yeah, it was a lot. All day I worked, and I didn't sleep in the night, and I worked all day, all night, and all day. Like 2 days. Fucking crazy. But on the end of the 2 days, like when it was night, I, I just forced myself to to work more, to work more, to work more. And I fucked it up. I couldn't sleep because I couldn't work. I'm sorry, I couldn't work because I was forcing myself. So because I was forcing myself, I didn't want to sleep. I just wanted to work, but it wasn't possible because I was forcing myself. So that if you do not have any other things to do, like let's say you are on your rest day or unemployed, I do not know. You should just do that. You should just uh, have a routine every day. That's the best. But if you cannot maintain that, just work until you can't. And if you're tired, just sleep. At that moment, literally go to sleep. It doesn't matter. Continue to it tomorrow. It doesn't really matter. And get a full night's sleep and go for it again. That's just how it is. And yeah, it's never worth to stay for the night. Just sleep in and work then. If you want to think that you're a hard worker, you should know that, you've got to have the energy to work hard. Mental game is different than a physical one. When I was in marathon, competing in marathon, I was, thinking that, what's the difference between this and, studying hard? Because I pushed myself, you know, I pushed myself in marathons and I pushed myself in this, academical journey. And there was times that, I didn't stop studying till, I didn't stop studying from when I was um, how old? 17, the half of the 17, 16 to 17, that time. And I was crazy back then. Every day, I was studying every day, 12 hours. I'm not even fucking joking or lying to you. 12 fucking hours. I did that for 2.5 years. Imagine 2.5 years doing 12 hours studying. That would fucking crush you. That was just, the power of the uh, routine. Yeah. And I was just, make, I just made the rest top priority. I do not know how I did it, how I thought to myself that, this is the most important thing, but I'm glad I did because that was the correct thing to do at that moment. So I did that. But let me tell you something, marathon isn't that hard, If you're physically incapable of it, yeah, it can be, if you are a bit overweight, a bit fat, yeah, I would understand you that it is hard for you. But you know, for a normal sized human like me, and I was physically capable of it. I was, running a bit. The most I ran, before my first half marathon, it was 2 kilometers. The most I've run was 2.2 kilometers. I didn't run. I didn't even train for the marathon. I just saw that there's 1 week left, and yeah, let me run today, let me run tomorrow, and day after that, and that's it. Because you need to warm up the body. I said, you know what, that's it. I'll just go for it on terrain to see how capable of I am. Yeah, and she wasn't easy. I fucked up my legs, you know, even though it was 21 kilometers. 21 kilometers a lot if you cannot run it. Yeah, it is easy for me now, but it wasn't easy back then. And what I realized, it is just, easy thing to run. Because when you run, first of all, when you when you are physically active, your body just gives you, endorphins. Just makes you happy, you know, and gives you dopamine. That's the most important part. So it is addictive. Running or physical activity is addictive. That's how human nature works. It is simple. You just need to, you know, lift your leg and step one at a time. Or if you're running, step with 1 foot at a time. It's easy. You don't need to think about it. It's not complex. And that's why it is easy and you can do it for hours. But when it comes to studying and learning, I'd say because it's not really repetitive, and I can tell you that learning can be repetitive, which is good. You can do that means you can do it for hours. I've done that. I've learned so much, with force, a lot. Every person learns, but I forced myself to learn, You force yourself when you study, you force yourself to learn some information that you do not need the most important, You're just forcing yourself. So I forced myself to learn every day. And after 3 years, I figured everything out. I figured everything. There was a woman, the Russian woman, Barbara. Yeah, you know, she had seminars, and before that, I've seen her course. If you do not know that, there is a course on the Coursera, which is learning how to learn. Great, great course. Great course. I remember that I finished that on my 18th birthday. Exactly the day I got the certificate. I remember that. That was greatest course I've ever seen. Yeah, I really love that. After learning a lot, you just understand how it works. You just, let me tell my philosophy about that. You know what? Let's just make that another video. That's not, that's just the big thing I want to talk about. Yeah. You just need to, you just need to, you know, understand how learn. What the fuck I was talking about? I'm sorry, I forgot. Yeah, I said, you should just, yeah, you should just learn. Anyways, anyway, I forgot what I was talking about. The learning, and anyways, that's not the point. Yeah. Forced learning. I remember. Yeah, when you force learning, you just become good at it, and then it becomes repetitive. Repetitive means easy. Easy means you can do it more, which is better. And because you can do running or walking, you can, uh, step, you know, you can step one at a time, but you're not gonna step after that. Step three. It's too easy. So you keep going. That's why it's so addictive. When you're doing complex things like developing an engineering program or developing some aerospace, I don't know, ship. I do not know. You can do anything complex. Anything like that is really complex. or you can design an electronics, or you can cure a human, or do a surgery, those things, do an accounting. I do not know. Even make this. You know, this shit is complex enough for you because it's just art at this point. If you think it is easy, you probably do not know about it. You do not know how it works. I do not know how it works. Therefore, I should just respect it because I know it is hard. Everything is hard if done good. So yeah, everything is hard. So doing hard things takes mental. What I'm trying to say is, if you do not recharge this by sleeping, then you're fucked, my friend. You should just do that so you can do the complex things. Anyways, guys, this was it for today. Have a nice day, y'all. I'll just see y'all next one. And I'll be developing my game today, too. Trying to publish it today, though. Let's see how it is. Anyways, guys, have a nice day. Stay safe.